Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Codes to Infinite Prosperity. I'm excited to be here with you. I just wanted to pop in and have a conversation with you about infinite prosperity. So for those of you that are getting to know me, my name is Louisa Havers. I'm the creator of the Helix Method. I'm a master Akashic Record consultant and teacher and success and business coach, and I help high achievers, coaches, and entrepreneurs to break through their upper limits. And I train and certify coaches and healers in the Helix Method and also in the Akashic Records. So a huge welcome. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And of course, if you're catching the replay, please do #replay crew, and then I can circle back and say hello to you as well. And of course, if you have any questions as we're having this conversation, then do just pop them below, and we can carry on having a chat in the comments section. I always love to do that and to hear your thoughts and views in relation to this. So talking about prosperity today, I wondered what does prosperity mean to you when you think about prosperity? For me, it means, well, being successful, having aligned success. So it's not around sacrificing one area of my life to have success in another area. So having that aligned success, thriving in all areas, and having a lot of wealth, money. And again, that's going to mean different things to different people. I think another great word I just absolutely love when I think of prosperity is flourishing. Flourishing is such a good word. So to me, I'd say prosperity is about having it all, having the wealth, the abundance, the happiness, the good health. And as everybody's soul, it desires to live at their fullest self-expression and to be able to reach their ultimate potential. Along the journey, of course, things can go a little bit wonky, and our subconscious can start to try and keep ourselves safe by trading with the universe. Does that make sense? Have you ever felt like you've been trading with the universe? So perhaps you've been focused on breaking through the money ceiling, focused on the wealth, and then you've had the breakthrough, but you've sacrificed something else. Perhaps it's a relationship that you feel like you've sacrificed, or your health has been sacrificed. Does that make sense? Have you ever done that, where you've broken through in one area, but you kind of balance things out in terms of not allowing everything to get good? You've traded good enough in one area and then made it better, and then felt like another area has been sacrificed. Does that make sense? And I think this is really important to talk about, because as we're, entrepreneurs, investors, growing businesses, sustainable businesses, creating that legacy, we want to be able to deserve to have balance and harmony in all areas of life, so that we are infinitely prosperous. Let me know if this is resonating with you in the comments. And this is something that I do talk about all the time within all my programs. So we've got the Helix Method certification program, which you may have heard me talking about recently, where we have 3 ready-made programs that our clients can take straight off the shelf and run them with their clients, in a one-to-one capacity, or they can lead group programs with the frameworks that we have provided, the programs that we have created for them. And they cover the prosperity codes, which are self-love and confidence, your health and well-being, and your wealth consciousness. This is something that all people want to feel, that they are living at their ultimate potential and fully self-expression, and they need to focus on these 3 areas for it to have that ripple effect, for them to have it all in life. Does that make sense? So I invite you to think about the prosperity codes for you through this lens, through these aspects. So the first one is around your identity, and having an embodied identity of the future version of yourself that you are stepping into. So I talk about this a lot, around holding the consciousness of your future self, who's already living the reality that you are creating. So the consciousness of the self-confidence and love, the consciousness of the wealth of this future version of yourself, the consciousness of the health, embodying those codes around health, wealth, and self-love, so that you are able to create that balance and harmony in your life as you're stepping into that reality. And key part of this as well is you're considering these prosperity codes and how you are up leveling your consciousness in relation to these for your next up level and living at your fullest self-expression, is thinking about this in relation to your personal boundaries. So question for you, do you hold space for yourself? Do you hold space for your business, for your clients, for your family members? Do you find yourself holding space for everybody else but yourself? So how are your boundaries, and where can you shore them up so that you're not energetically leaking personally, but also your business isn't energetically leaking because your boundaries are wonky? Does that make sense? And then the third thing to consider this lens, the prosperity codes lens through, is anywhere that you may feel, and this is something we can all do more of, is to forgive yourself. Anywhere you recognize that you're perhaps holding some self-judgments, some blame, some shame, some judgments around previous business decisions, things that might not have panned out as you had thought they might. And of course, as entrepreneurs, we're all taking risks all the time. That's the nature of the game. And so often we can be really hard on ourselves for decisions that we've made. Or there may also be spaces where there's an opportunity to forgive others who perhaps haven't stayed in an integrity with you, so that you're not energetically leaking there as well. Does that make sense? Of course, we've got the opportunity to consider forgiveness, not only in our business, but in our personal lives as well. So anywhere that you're holding blame, shame, judgment game, those are kind of programs that are running on you. That's not who you be. If you're recognizing you're in that triangle, that's an invitation to ask, who can I forgive? Can I forgive myself? Am I in a space where actually there's somebody else that I can forgive, and to be able to do that work so you can fully let that go and be able to allow those prosperity codes to be embodied further within you, so that you're vibrating out at a higher frequency, which leads into taking full energetic responsibility. I talk about this a lot because this is really key. You can only truly release what you take responsibility for, including your current reality, as a result of an intention, as a result of limiting beliefs, trapped emotions. Taking responsibility for what is yours, not for what isn't yours. You don't want to over responsibility for things that other people are responsible for, but really being able to take energetic responsibility and not abdicating responsibility, where if we're setting the intention to transmute some energy and we haven't taken full energetic responsibility, then we're not going to let it all go, if that makes sense. You're not going to have as big a shift. Does that make sense? So I invite you to think about, okay, so where can I require more of myself and take fuller energetic responsibility so that I can shift my consciousness? That makes sense. And I thought I'd share a little exercise that is a great quick exercise to do, that if there is something that is showing up right now that isn't perhaps serving you, and it's revealing that there's something sticky going on, this is a great way to do some inner work in terms of uncovering some beliefs that perhaps have been serving you by keeping you safe, because, well, they're trying to keep you safe and in line with the current identity, and you're thinking, no, I want to go over here, I want to move over here. So I invite you to think about your health, your self-love, your wealth, your prosperity codes, and a challenge or an area of resistance that you're experiencing right now within this. And then to answer these questions, so you might want to write these down, is what would someone who is experiencing this right now have to believe? What would someone who's doing this have to believe? What would someone who's feeling this have to believe? So the be, do, have. And how is this belief serving me right now? And what can I be right about if I continue to create this? And this one can feel really, really sticky. But I really invite you to allow yourself to be in the inquiry with this, and to consider that there's blind spots that are going to try and stop you from seeing this. So that the first answer that comes to your mind, you don't take that first answer. Just allow yourself to go deeper. This is what I do with my clients, is we go deep so that we don't scratch the surface. We want to go deep and get to the root of what is going on in the subconscious. And then the last question I would ask is, okay, so in this current circumstance, who do I get to be? And what do I want to change about that? And that will reveal some insights into what is going on in your subconscious around your prosperity codes and where you're being asked and invited to up level and to require more of yourself and to step in and fully embody that next level of identity so that you can be sending out congruent magnetism in relation to what you desire, so that you can collapse those timelines, make it quicker, quantum leap, and to be able to live in that reality now. Why do we want to wait and make it longer before we create and receive that? Let's enable us to, because we can collapse timelines around this and really allow ourselves to enjoy the reality that we say that we desire and to experience this in this now moment. Who's up for that? Let me know in the comments if you're like, yes, I am up for that. I'm done with waiting, or do you know what? I'm creating it right now and it feels really exciting. And I know what you're talking about. I'm feeling this. I'm collapsing timelines and, really enjoying the journey. Let me know in the comments where you're at. And, of course, if you'd like my help getting to where you want to be, there are a number of ways that I can support you. We have our podcast. So this is for you. It's called Infinite Prosperity Podcast. So this is for you if you are driven by making a difference, you want to create a legacy and to have that continued exponential success, growing from 6 to 7 figures and beyond, whilst being in alignment with your higher consciousness without adding a ton of work or feeling like you've got to do a whole bunch of stuff or having a roller coaster of results. Then this is what the conversations that we have on the Infinite Prosperity Podcast. I absolutely love it. We have some amazing guests. You can go to our podcast. We've got it on Spotify, YouTube, and on my website, which is louisahavers.com. You'll find our podcast there where I interview some amazing people. I also do solo casts from time to time and share trainings there as well. And the Infinite Prosperity Podcast is all about us, rising together, living in prosperity, helping others to do the same. And I'm so excited for the new interviews that we've got coming up. We've started recording the podcast again, so we've got some more interviews coming soon. I can't wait to introduce those leaders and entrepreneurs and coaches to you so that we can continue to have these conversations and to expand our consciousness with our conversations on the podcast. The other thing that we've got coming up is our Breakthrough the Money Ceiling Masterclass, where we reveal how leaders, high achievers and coaches can start to master the energetics of reality creation and to break through the money ceiling. Be sure to get yourself registered for that. If you haven't been to one before, I highly encourage you to come and join us. We do energy work together live. We're actually in our 15th edition of this masterclass series. We've helped thousands of people to have a breakthrough in the masterclass alone. So it is a great way to get a flavor of how I work. And then, of course, if you want to fully break through and to up level and to hold it and to be fully supported, then I invite you to come and check out our coaching and mentoring programs. Do come and join us in those. Just reach out to me. Let me know that you're interested in working together, what results you're looking to create. I can recommend one of our programs, whether that's the Wealth Portal, where we focus on the energetics and breaking through and holding that up level of your money consciousness so that you can have more success and make a bigger impact in your business. Or we've got the Infinite Prosperity Collective, which is our spiritual business mastermind, where we help service providers online and coaches online grow their businesses. And you'll receive business coaching and support with your energetics and building your business in alignment with your energetic blueprint. So we help you to sell your offers and with ease and alignment with your soul, and to start to make those 10K to 30K months, inevitable. And then we also have our certification programs. Live rounds are starting in March. So if you've been looking to up-level your skills, want to help your clients master the energetics and reality creation, then come and have a chat with me about the Helix method. And if you're looking to channel divine guidance, then come and have a chat with me about the Akashic Records. And we can take it from there, and I'll send over all the information so you can have a read through, see if it's a fit. And if it is, then we'll welcome you into the program. And if it's not, we wish you well and sending you loads and loads of love. We're here to support everybody in the community. And whenever people reach out, just to speak to this for a moment, I always just like to help people make an aligned decision either way. So there's no pressure. We're just going to share the information, have a chat, and I'll make a recommendation of what feels aligned from my perspective. I don't invite everybody to work with me if it doesn't feel aligned when they're sharing where they're at. And it's like, yeah, this doesn't sound like that's the right time. Let's circle back and have a chat another time, because we want to make it needs to be an aligned fit for you and for us as well, both ways. Alrighty, I'm excited to see your reflections and thoughts on what infinite prosperity means to you, how you're helping yourself to be able to really up level your requirements in terms of your health, your wealth, and your self-love and confidence. These codes, this trinity is going to be an absolute game changer for you when you consider the trinity and look at those different areas of your life in relation to your identity, your consciousness, where you may need to forgive, and taking that full energetic responsibility for your results. Looking at it through this lens is going to be life-changing for you. So excited to carry on the conversation with you all, and I will speak to you all very soon. Be sure to check out our podcast and also to get registered for our next masterclass that is coming up. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.